I have an outside sillcock that I need to replace. So I've got hard copper here and we've got soft copper below it with no valve. So rather than soldering, I'm going to give you a couple tricks. We're going to use compression fittings that do an excellent job of creating a watertight fit on copper pipe. Especially with solid copper, what we're going to do is cut out this. We're going to use these compression fittings. I'm probably going to put a valve here too, so if we ever have a problem in the future with the sillcock, we can shut off the water here and we can take our time to do any repairs. So if you don't like to solder, if you don't want to have to go through the process of doing all that, I'll show you how we can make a nice repair in copper with compression fittings. And with 1/2-inch copper pipe, actually the outside diameter is 5/8, the inside diameter is 1/2 inch. So when you get your fittings, you need to get 5/8 compression fittings for 1/2-inch solid copper pipe. So I shut off the water and I'm using a mini tubing cutter, and we're just going to make a couple of revolutions. Then we're going to put a little turn on clockwise, and then we're just going to keep tightening and turning until we cut through the pipe. And this is a real easy, convenient way if you have a small amount of space. These mini tubing cutters do an excellent job. I cut off this part, and now we're just going to push out the old sillcock and we're going to replace it with a new one. So this is the frost-free sillcock we're going to be putting in outside, and it's going to extend through the hole in this wall. And here, as we connect the new pipe, we're going to put a shutoff valve that has compression fittings on both sides. Again, it's 5/8 compression on both sides. We'll slide it here, so if we ever have a problem in the future, we can shut it off inside, and then we'll connect all this with these compression fittings. And depending on your location, they should be code in most locations, but it's good to check. I have the compression fitting on this side of the pipe, and now I'm going to use a small nipple that I cut to connect these two fittings. And it's very easy to connect. I put the little sleeve on first, and then we'll slide the nut over it. And as we tighten this down, it's beveled so that it cuts into the copper and it gives just a perfect watertight fit. So I'll slide this in here, and then we'll tighten it down. And then the other side, we'll put on our nut first, and then the sleeve, and then we'll tighten it down to the other side. All the pipes are connected. We've got a new sillcock outside. I have a little nipple here between this, and now we also have a shut-off valve in case we ever need to change this in the future. Be nice and convenient to shut off here. So those are the steps, and we'll go outside and I'll show you how it works. So we've got a new frost-free sillcock, and it's a very easy repair, whether it's something like this going outside or something in the house. Compression fittings are an excellent way to connect copper if you don't want to solder.